trying to get loose. He can't shake Callum Tommy.
Yeah, good start for High Point. State's going to want to look to this goal kick to just kind of reset and get their formation and start to get the flow of their game.
There's the reigning Big South Coach of the Year. And Coach Haynes, 11 wins last year, and took him to the NCAA tournament second round with a big win over his alma mater in Chapel Hill. And now they just look to build upon that. Got a chance to talk to him earlier today. Always great to chat. And this is a team that is experienced. They've got depth. They've got confidence. And they just want to stack year on top of year on top of year. He said, you see mid-majors sometimes, they can have a good year, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5. But really the true test is, can you do it year over year? That's what he's trying to do and what it seems like he's able to do.
Yeah, they'll look to build off last season, having a couple big wins out of conference, and they'll certainly look at NC State, as an ACC program for another one of those.
Panthers have been beaten just twice this season, at Marshall, top team in the land, and against an ACC opponent at Virginia Tech. Felt like they played well in both of those matches, maybe could have gotten results, and they turned their attention to NC State. By the way, it's the last non-conference match of the season for the Wolfpack. High Point still with one remaining. They've got another ACC team. They go to Virginia next week.
Yeah, Coach Haynes will look every season to build that schedule, that out-of-conference schedule with some big games, and so you'll see that throughout the whole calendar.
Aggressive scheduling. The top team in the Big South, and you see what they've got coming up next. Yes, on Saturday against UNC Asheville. They're right where they want to be. Unbeaten in conference, drawn against Gardner-Webb on the road last time out. That's the only draw. So the regular season in their grasp as long as they take care of business. Controlling their own destiny, to use the old broadcasting cliche.
Yeah. Both these programs are pretty much doing that. State wants to finish above 500, so they'll look to win out. This is obviously a crucial game for that to happen.
Trying to protect their home turf, where the Wolfpack have been very good this season. All 6 wins have come at the Dale Soccer Stadium. Here's the press for NC State. Such a hard work rate. Will Butte avoided there by Ignacio. Brendan Kruger able to stretch it out and find some space along that right side. Got Kruger back healthy, and for the most part, these Panthers are healthy, able to utilize their depth, which is always so important as a mid-major coming into an ACC program. It's not just can your starting 11 compete, but when you go to the bench, can man number 12, 13, 14, and so on, can you keep playing without a drop-off?
Very important towards the end of the season, too. You pick up some knacks. Some guys might need some time off. So the players that might not have gotten a lot of minutes in the first half of the season, it's their time to shine, and, you'd like to think that they're all up to the test.
Ball goes out of play. And there's the head man for the Wolfpack, George Kiefer. The 13 NCAA tournament appearances. And, we talk about High Point with an aggressive schedule. Give Coach Kiefer a lot of credit as well, because there's some teams that they don't want to schedule tough teams like High Point, because, look, they're good enough to come into your home stadium and beat you. But he also believes in that aggressive scheduling. And obviously, by virtue of being in the ACC, it's going to be tough before you put even one non-conference game on the slate.
Yeah, you'll being in the ACC, you'll get heavy RPI games automatically. So you got to be really careful about what you do out of conference. And Coach Kiefer historically has always done a very good job scheduling those games and getting really tough out of conference games to help those boys.
High Point enjoying some possession. Shaking loose is Tony Panetta. Dylan Mitchner, the center back, got the touch there. Nice Nice dummy by Toya. NC State with some space for Callum Tommy, who has loads of pace. Here he is, still moving with it. Off the feed from Hilly. Junior Nare now takes it over the end line as he blew past Carson Kendall.
It's a good build-up by State there. Definitely utilizing that wing-back speed.
A good run from Callum Tommy. This is an NC State team that has dealt with a lot of adversity this season. Playing 5 in the back tonight with Tommy as the right wing back, Gabby Velez as the left wing back. But the 2 center backs that they started the season with as their starters, not in the starting lineup tonight. Kendall Edwards is out with yellow card accumulation, and he's really the anchor of that back line the 5th year.
Yeah, Kenny's awesome. They definitely are going to miss his leadership out there, but the other 2 center backs out there on the field, they work well together, so we'll see them kind of capitalize on that partnership tonight.
See Vazumzi Plamano, who's typically more in a defensive midfield position. Here he is with the ball. He's going to play back there, along with Dylan Mitchner, number 23 in red. So it's Bude pairing with Yuta Toya as he plays a little deeper than he typically would. He's played quite a bit of attacking midfield. Ben Veman in the starting lineup for High Point, wearing number 3. Talked about High Point getting a little healthier. Veman, the grad student from Germany, adding to what is already a dangerous team as he plays this long ball forward. Making just his 4th appearance of the season. Chance here for the Panthers. Terranova got a touch to it.
Good to get Sam with an early touch in the game, build some confidence, get the shakes out. Commanding his box is going to be big here. You got 2 sizable defenders coming in, obviously one of them being their leading goal scorer, so it's going to have to be loud tonight and have a big presence in there, especially without Kendall Edwards.
Another corner kick. It was Brendan Kruger who whipped that ball in that Terranova parried away. Maya with another in-swinging corner. Again goes near post. Luke Hilly got ahead to it. Amaya, back post now, and Terranova sprawling. Job not done yet, still in the box. Beeman will play it all the way out to his keeper, Josh Karen, at midfield.
State did well dealing with those there. First ball went in. Finn was obviously there looking to get ahead on it, but State defense did well, kind of getting it out of there, and Sam was big again.
So he's now gotten a few touches under his belt. We're not 10 minutes in. As a goalkeeper, you like that?
Yeah, it's awesome. Definitely built some calmness for you, and it lets your team kind of know that you're in the game. So some good, crucial touches for Sam to start it out.
Are those the touches you want to? You don't necessarily want to be maybe tested with your toughest save of the night in the first 10 minutes, right? But just a couple crosses, get your hands on the ball.
Yeah, I'm sure he would want to, have caught both of those. But a good punch out, strong fists. He's going to look back and be happy with that.
Second career start, first at home for Sam Terranova, who's from Fayetteville, North Carolina. An NCFC Academy product. I know that was the system you came up in, and a lot of great talent in this area and in this state coming up through NCFC.
Yep. Played there growing up, coached there for a little bit after I got done playing, so it's nice to see a lot of NCFC product on the field right now. Velez
pressing. High Point trying to win it back, but it falls to Butte. Well, as we are just over 10 minutes into this match, what are your early impressions, Vinny?
Yeah, High Point's done a good job kind of moving the ball side to side and, trying to wait for the right opportunity. State's, when they've had it, they've done pretty much the same. I think they'll kind of look to utilize those wing backs a little bit and expose the High Point defense, but overall, pretty even game.
Tommy, I don't know if he knew much about that. He was trying to run it down. I think it caught him in the shoulder and ended up being a nice touch. Corner kick for the Wolfpack.
Let's see what Will Butte can deliver here for the Wolfpack.
Looked initially like it might be overhit, but yeah, not off the shoulder, off the back of the head of Callum Tommy. Corner kick. Whistle a foul on NC State. Referee tonight, Matthew Thompson. Assistant referees, Rick Rogers and Kevin Weedo. There's Mr. Thompson. Josh Karen drawing the start in goal tonight for High Point. A sophomore from Palm Harbor, Florida, making his fourth consecutive start and 6 out of the last 8. As you see, 3 shutouts under his belt, giving up fewer than 1 goal per game. And look, I know for goalies there's been an emphasis, and you're still a young guy, so I'm sure this was the emphasis when you were coming up, right? But compared to 10, 20 years ago, goalies need to play with their feet more.
Yep.
We saw Karen come up to midfield and really not just confidence in himself, but also in his back line to be able to keep the ball, right? He was way off his line.
Yeah, we talked about Sam wanting to have confidence on his side, get some early touches. I think, High Point having the trust in Josh to be able to go out there and feel comfortable with his feet is definitely a newer part of the game. You're seeing it on the biggest levels, but it's also very nice to see in college. Most of these kids are being taught that at a very young age in the U.S., which pays off. The team loves to have that extra player back there, and it's beneficial on the defense and offensive points at the side of the ball if your keeper's comfortable with it at his feet.
There's freshman Lawson Abbas. Knocks it along, headed by Seth Anchey. An impact transfer out of Dayton, who's immediately stepped into this High Point program, and, well, he has started all 13 matches, including tonight. His 59th career start. And that's where the transfer portal can be awfully. You see 47 starts for the Flyers. Transfer portal can be awfully nice because you already have an experienced team. It allows you to get older and bring in even more experience like Anchi.
Yeah, we didn't have that when I was around, so use it to your advantage, I guess.
Strong tackle by Abbas on Jefferson Amaya.
Transfer portal can be key, around this time of the year as well as you build out your roster. And we talk about depth. Teams will pick up knacks. That's inevitable. So being able to count on the older players with more experience in the times when the starting lineup may not look very familiar.
Send one behind that NC State back line. Plamana covering that easily. This is Enrique Santos. An intriguing matchup, not just, in-state matchup, not just the familiarity in the last couple of seasons. Also, these two teams are shoulder to shoulder in the RPI, so it figures to be a very close, tightly contested matchup.
NC State just kind of waiting to see the defense break down, moving it from side to side. Will's getting involved.
Trying to go into the feet of Luke Hilly. Make Rob there defensively. High Point has got to focus a lot of its defensive energy on Luke Hilly. Team leader, 7 goals this season. Header drops right to Tony Pineda. Carson Kendall a little awkward there over the back of a boss. It's a goal kick. Carson Kendall, one of the preseason All Big South members of this team, had 5 guys named to the preseason All-Conference team.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good to have.
Now, to be fair, it's not 11, it's 13, okay? But it's not like they named, 22, right? Yep. It was almost half of the league's preseason team residing on the High Point roster.
Luke's going to have his handful tonight dealing with, the height, the center backs, and the physicality. So picked up a good call there, but look to see that kind of on almost every goal kick.
Hey, you see McRobb there whistled for the foul. That's a fun matchup to see. We talked about McRobb's goal scoring at the top, and while he's been excellent at that this season, that's not his specialty, right? 3-time All-Conference in the Big South. He came up, he's Scottish, came up playing for Celtic in their academy. Very experienced, very talented on the defensive end. Making his 51st career start tonight. Maybe a chance for Junior Nari. Amaya trying to close him down, then Anchi still finds a way to get a debut. Pardon me, Hilly.
See if State can keep the ball in this half. They got High Point kind of pinned in here, so we'll look to see what they can do with this.
Connection just missed with Callum Tommy. Oh, Holmes almost took that one away from a boss. Hilly was in offside position and gets whistled for it.
Curious to see if the Panthers keep a high line throughout the game to kind of draw Hilly off sides and play a little bit more compact as a defensive unit.
This is offside as well. Ignacio didn't think so. Trying to connect with Kruger there on the far side. Kruger, the sophomore, 7th appearance on the year. He missed almost the entire month of September, but he's back. He's played in the last 5 games, including tonight. Season high 47 minutes. We've got an injured Wolfpack player. That's Gabby Velez. But a season high 47 minutes on Saturday at Gardner-Webb. So they continue to ramp up his minutes, getting him back healthy and back in form. So Velez being tended to right in front of the NC State bench. Trainer Adam Weshy is on the spot.
See both teams kind of regrouping here, seeing what's been working, what hasn't been working, and adjusting accordingly.
And you see Velez certainly dealing with a lower body injury there. He's been an impact freshman. Again, playing on a back line that is already very short-handed. It looks like it was non-contact.
Yeah, he just kind of pulled up there, so hopefully nothing too major.
So NC State will look to a veteran to replace him. That's Jeremiah Luoma.
Looks like State might have just gone to a 4 in the back here. As Jeremiah comes in, kind of a natural forward. So see how they make this happen.
State making an adjustment. See how that changes this match. It's been relatively quiet so far, as you said earlier. I think relatively even, but neither goalkeeper has been asked to do much yet. Both teams have seen a good bit of possession. Bo Yance, the left back. Haven't called his name tonight. Looks to overlap here with Ignacio. Instead, he cuts inside. Seen a lot of patience on both these teams.
Yeah, very patient. It does appear that State's staying with the 5 back. Jeremiah just went in as left wing back, so a little bit more of an attacking player, so I'm sure they're going to try and utilize that on both sides now with Tommy on the other.
Yes.
And she breaks that up right around midfield. Here's Thursday's women's soccer doubleheader. Boston College will be in Winston-Salem, squaring off against Wake Forest at 6 Eastern at Spry Stadium. Then 3rd-ranked North Carolina hosting 12th-ranked Notre Dame at Dorrance Fields. It should be a great night of soccer on ACC Network and the ESPN app. And more players down. I saw Velez pick up a knock. This is Angie for High Point. And Junior Nare, I believe, for NC State. Nare to his feet. And these colder temperatures a little easier to run in, I think, but maybe not as friendly when you pick up that knock.
Yeah, they sting a little bit more when it's colder out. So I think the players would rather have that happen than have to take water breaks every 10 minutes.
And you see it was Veman first over the back of Nare, and then Anchi getting tangled up off the ball. Doing as much running back there in goal. What about you? You'd rather play in warmer or colder temperatures?
I've always loved playing in colder temperatures.
Really?
Yep. To an extent, right? When it came around tournament time, it could get a little chilly in North Carolina.
Nothing too extreme.
Especially if you had to go play, one of the Northeastern teams. Syracuse late October is not fun.
Yeah. Boston, beautiful city. I'd rather go in summertime.
Yes.
Good work by Yance, dispossessing as Butte steps in and maybe looks to create a chance for NC State. He creates a corner.
Butte anticipated that really well. So we see when he can serve up here. Talked about a High Point being a threat on set pieces, but State not having Kendall Edwards in there might be a bit of a loss. He's a good physical player up in the air.
It's Edwards who scored in their last home match off of a corner kick. Secondary ball near post. There's Karen. Dangerous there for Veman, but he makes it work. Ignacio now going to test this near sideline. Santos came flying in there. Amaya. Well, you see the vision on that ball, but a little overhit.
Good on Terranova there, just coming out, commanding that early, reading the ball flight, beating the defender to it.
Luoma getting the touch over there, left wing back. Final non-conference match for NC State. They finish with the last two champions. College soccer at Syracuse next, and then final matches at home against Clemson. So a tough test, but it always is in the ACC, and certainly an opportunity to bolster that resume. But again, it starts here tonight against High Point in what would be another quality win if they can get it. Luoma asking questions of Carson Kendall. Goal kick, and it is. You see NC State, the work rate is high. They really want to press if they lose it and get it back immediately.
Yeah, the press is a big thing for the Wolfpack. They've kept all three guys up top and kind of circulating the who's going to lead the press and who's not. It's paid off for them so far. High Point's been pretty pinned back the whole game. Alex
Abril replaces Noah Holmes. Good to see him back for High Point. Missed last year, had to take a medical red shirt, serious injury. Foul here on Santos for NC State. But he is, as a grad student, having a nice year, a couple of goals. And McGraw a little slow to get up here. Hope he just got the wind knocked out of him.
That's what it looked like.
I mean, they both see each other coming, right? Shoulder to shoulder, jostling. Yeah. And McGraw got the worst of it.
Nothing too serious out of that. 50-50 challenges. Weird to see the bigger guy come out of it on the ground, but sometimes it happens like that.
He's going to be able to stay in this match and continue, so that's a good sign. Yeah, sometimes the angle just catches you just wrong, and you go, oh, that doesn't feel good. Panetta was ready for that from Abbas. Here is Abril. His first touch is a good one. Plamana made the play initially. And NC State clears it away off the left foot of Callum Tommy.
That was a very good chance by the Panthers there.
And probably the most dangerous one we've seen so far.
Yep.
Yeah, I talked about a couple goals for Abril, but he's got 12 assists in his career, including 3 this season, and you see why. Ignacio wants service, doesn't get it yet. Panetta was really harassed by 2 Wolfpack defenders, Nare and Luoma. Some good hold-up play by Luke Hilly.
Yeah, that's going to be important throughout the game tonight. So
NC State can really flip the field here. It allows numbers to get forward, and now Butte trying to pick out a good ball for Nare, defended by Kendall. Abril with fresh legs. Can't beat Terranova to the spot.
You notice since that substitution of Abril being in the game, they're looking for that in the back, behind the ball kind of pass, and he hasn't got on the end of it yet, but he's going to get close to it.
Abril had started 10 out of the last 11, but he comes off the bench for Coach Haynes tonight. Test for Luoma here. He does well.
That'll be a fun matchup tonight with Luoma's speed containing Abril.
High Point will make a couple more subs. What a Week 8 ACC Network football lineup we have for you. It starts Saturday at noon Eastern. Georgia Tech hosting Boston College, then Pitt coming off a huge upset win over previously unbeaten and 21st ranked Louisville. They're in Winston-Salem to challenge Wake Forest, and we cap the day with a couple of 4-2 teams, Clemson and Miami at Hard Rock Stadium at 8 p.m. All 3 games are also available on the ESPN app, so you can watch anywhere. That'll be an interesting matchup. Miami has lost 2 games in a row. You see Jans is out, and Cooper Linfeld makes his debut in this match. First time we've seen him. Anthony Ramirez spells Ignacio as well. And Linfelt in, he had started every match for High Point, but they give Veman his first start of the season. And Matt Brucker replacing Kruger. So 3 changes for Coach Haynes. First touch for Linfelt, playing at left back, again replacing Yachts.
Good ball move by the Panthers there. Just being patient, waiting for the opportunity. Picking up a foul there.
Full head of steam. Toppling over was Pineda. Pineda's kind of a great story. From Statesville, North Carolina. Big South Freshman of the Year back in 2018, right? He starts his career at High Point. He was a freshman All-American. Then he transfers. Spends 3 years at West Virginia, helping them to the Elite Eight in the spring of 2021. He transfers back to High Point. Had a good year last year. Anybody's ball there in the middle of the box. Veman goes for the volley. And NC State does enough in defending. Looking for a quick counter. And she is going to be whistled. And looks like he'll see a card here.
Wolfpack lucky that ball didn't drop to someone's foot there. It kind of went idle in the 18-yard box there. And so definitely lucky to get that ball out, pick up a foul here, reset, take a breath.
Matthew Thompson is talking to Anchi. He did stop the clock, but we haven't seen a card assist yet. It looks like it's going to be just a stern warning. Ran through that left leg of Nare. Yeah, as a goalkeeper, that's not what you're hoping to see, right? You kind of have a ball just waiting to be hit by anybody in the box.
Yeah, you think ricochet, you think the worst. A lot of numbers in front of you, too. Visibility might be low, so you're going to have to be on your toes.
And afterwards, you're screaming at your defenders.
Exactly.
Go under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. With Vinny Durant, Andrew Sanders with you here on the ACC Network Extra.
See Wolfpack really trying to stretch out the Panthers defense, keeping 4 up when they got the ball in possession in the back line. So really trying to just open up the fields, work in the midfield, and wait for the right opportunity.
Pretty cleanly played match so far. Deep throw for the Panthers.
Yeah, right idea from Bazumzi there, but just a little bit overpaced.
Good header by Callum Tommy, who scored against High Point last year, as did the man with the ball now, Will Butte. A 2-0 victory for NC State. It was 4-0. In 2021, Hilly trying to take it down. Top of the box, chips it ahead. Santos Leaping over him was Karen. And High Point clears.
Haley looking for the foul there. Lucky not to get it, but some late threats coming out from the Wolfpack.
Amaya bombs it ahead. Panetta still moving with it. Corner? No. Goal kick.
Really well done there from the boss. Being patient, wanting to shield it, waiting for the opponent to make the move, and just keeping his eye on the ball.
All right, so here's the look. Hilly takes it down. Nearly there.
Probably the Pack's cleanest opportunity so far.
Just plays it right in behind Linfeld.
Good pressure there by the Wolfpack with some fresh legs up top.
So that pressure leads to a deep throw in here for Tommy. See, Scotty Taylor has replaced Luke Hilly, the number 19. Operating right at the edge of the box. I think that's where Callum wants to get the ball. Drew Lovelace also in. He's looking for any opportunity to get the ball to Taylor. That ball ends up on the track.
Yeah, a little ambitious look there, but
Drew Lovelace just into this match. Former North Carolina High School Player of the Year. Now in his sophomore season at NC State. On the restart, Clamana. Great ball.
good save.
And a save from Josh Karen.
Great save.
Positive sign here from NC State just before halftime.
A great running behind from Lovelace. Great vision for the pass. Just a fantastic save, making himself big.
Karen's only allowed 4 goals on the season. He's got 3 shutouts. Good touch from Linfeld. One time in the pass. Larson Rula. Dangerous. And he finds his target. Closed down quickly. Shot blocked. Here he is again. He'll try again. Carried away by Terranova. High Point asserting itself.
High Point have a long throw, so they'll look to bring those 2 center backs up there and be a little bit more aggressive on that.
Santos, nicely done to Lovelace. Good ball to Taylor. Boy, only 2 red shirts down there amongst 8 or 9 Panthers, and they still keep the ball.
Good possession here from the Wolfpack.
This is Yuta Toya. He can be so creative in these little spots. And advantage was given to Toya as he was, I think he got maybe just a tug on the jersey.
A really good build up there from the Pack, being super patient, waiting for the right opportunity. Fortunate to get a free kick here. We'll see what Butte does with it.
And that's where the advantage was played on, and then NC State lost it. So a chance here for Butte. Into the feet of Taylor. And he goes careening into Ramirez. It'll be a foul. Taken quickly, too quickly. Well, both of these teams really, not that they were playing poorly to start, but all of a sudden we've kind of seen a flurry of confidence from both sides.
Yeah, both teams picking it up a little bit. Wolfpack having a couple opportunities. High Point started the game with more opportunities, so fairly even.
Abril looking to pick out Rula. Escorted out of play by Callum Tommy. 80 seconds left in the first half.
Terranova will look to kind of take his time here, get the team up, look to kind of finish out the half with this kick.
Maybe a late counter here from High Point. Abril still with it. Cross blocked by Abbas, headed. It was Brucker with the header. And that should end the first half.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
So all in all, pretty even first 45, Eddie.
Very, very even first 45. I'd say, Panthers looked like they had a little bit of an edge going into the first 15 minutes as NC State kind of got into the game, and then towards the end of the first half.
Sam Terranova, just his second start. I think he's made the most of his opportunities so far.
I would agree.
The third goalkeeper to play for NC State on the year. Lovelace starts the second half for Coach Kiefer, puts ahead to that one. Here we go, second half. And almost immediately an NC State player down.
It looks like Enrique
Santos. He was away from the ball. I didn't see it live. The senior looks like he's probably going to have to come off here. Just the follow through.
Little knee to the thigh. Definitely doesn't feel too good.
He is going to stay on, and we resume play. Third matchup in as many years. NC State 4-0 in 2021. They won 2-0 last year with matches here at home. So High Point, this is a veteran team with a lot of experience in NCAA tournament win under their belts, but they haven't won here in Raleigh. This is one that they'd really like to get tonight. Haven't won in Raleigh, haven't scored yet in Raleigh. Meanwhile, an NC State team playing its final non-conference match. Trying to end it on a high note. Put a quality win on that resume before they play Syracuse and Clemson to close out the season. Good anticipation again by Will Butte.
He's a workhorse, man.
All 6 wins for the Wolfpack here at home. It's a tough place to play. You talk to ACC coaches, they say this is one of the toughest places to get points here in Raleigh. This NC State team is going to be well organized, tough to break down. The width of the field is a little smaller than some other places.
Yeah, some of those ACC matches, the Red Terrorists really have an effect into the other team as well. Not so much on the midweek games, but someone big comes to town with a good ranking next to them. These games can be pretty fun. Great atmosphere. I remember when Coach Kiefer came to town, his first season, that was one of the biggest things he wanted to set up was a really strong supporter group to create that home field atmosphere, and he's been really successful with it.
Alex Abril gets the second half start. Long throw in, cleared away. Yeah, creating that tremendous atmosphere. You got to play in it. Fun fact, you were Coach Kiefer's first recruit here at NC State.
Yeah, I was.
What were some of the selling points? What got you to town?
I'm a sucker for my family. It was close to home, but
that always helps.
You've got to be a big believer in a project when you're going into a new program with a whole new coaching staff, and I had a lot of faith in all of the coaches that were here, and that came in, and that was really the final selling point. Plus, you know, ACC soccer is pretty great,
yeah,
so that helps as well.
Closer to home, best conference in the land, belief in the coaches. What more could you want?
Exactly.
Yeah, these coaches on both sides known for excellent recruiting. Ramirez with a bit of space. Jans back to him. Corner.
Look to see how Wolfpack matches up here. Did well in the first half dealing with set pieces, so look to continue that.
Keep an eye on number 6. McRobb makes his run. Scotty Taylor preventing him from getting ahead to it. They'll try again.
He's going right at the head. McRobb.
This time, it's Mitchner with a head to it. A clever ball, a Brill, bobbled by Terranova. It was whistled and a foul. If you're just joining us, we saw in the first half both teams had a good bit of the ball, showed some patience, really able to turn things up towards the very end of the first half. And High Point has continued that here in the early going of the second half, looking even more and more capable every possession, it seems. And you see, thumbs up from Larson Rula. Starting to knock on the door.
Good delivery on the previous 2, so the attackers on High Point are certainly going to be looking for another one.
Larson Rula seeing some increased minutes in this match. Didn't play against Longwood Presbyterian, just 6 minutes on Saturday against Gardner Webb. Terranova with the punch. Oh, and a rocket saved. Still a chance.
Big save there by Sam. Good punch, in swinger. Had to clear it out. Even better shot.
He said High Point was starting to knock on the door. That was a little more than a knock. That was like a sledgehammer to the door.
That was a hit there.
Terranova came up with a huge save.
I believe it was you that talked to Coach Haynes before the game about, their attack and some of the goals they've scored. A lot of it was set pieces, but he did mention one was a side volley, and that would have been another one right there.
Anthony Ramirez put his foot through it. One time. Wow. Here's Lawson Abbas, who clears this one out. Credit to him as well. He was right behind Terranova. He was ready for it also. Mm-hmm. Anthony Ramirez, freshman from Thomasville. A couple of goals on the season, nearly had a third. Part of a great freshman class. They're excited to have him. Obviously being from the High Point area, but spending the last couple of years with Philadelphia Union, playing at a high level in their academy. Chips it along. The left foot, stop from Panetta. NC State doing the job defending.
Heightened pressure from the Panthers.
High Point ratcheting up the pressure. NC State looking for a response. Amaya switches to Jans. Amaya coming off a freshman All-American season. Our referee, Matthew Thompson, took a knock there. We hope he's all right. Ramirez trying to get around Nore, and the physical play from the veteran. It's a goal kick. You can see Matthew Thompson trying to get in position, and then he ran into Panetta.
So far, the Panthers have done really well in the air game. Look to keep that going, prevent any attacks coming off of those.
Lovelace got it to Taylor, wanted offside. They don't get it. And Plamana is whistled there. It's one of the few times, whether it's been Hilly or whether it's been Taylor, the number 9, they haven't gotten a lot of service. That's the ball NC State's been trying to find.
Yeah, they're looking to play off the number 9 up top. Draw one of the center backs up. Try and play through from there. You can hear the NC State team talking to each other, trying to move the lineup as soon as the ball goes back. High Point in the first half didn't necessarily have this many players kind of hanging around the back line, but they've definitely changed something. State's just trying to figure out how to deal with it.
Abril tried to chest it down. Just a little more commitment from the Panthers. So, hey, we're going to be a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to figure out a way to break down the NC State defense.
It gets to Panetta. Chipped. He wants handball. Play continues. And that was a pretty clear handball. And advantage was given, and now it's whistled. All right, now this is going to be from an interesting spot as a goalie. No doubt the handball as a goalie. Take me through how you're handling the situation.
Yeah, you want to set up your line so that, everyone's in a straight line, play the offsides, but you're going to have a gap in between, the 6-yard box and call it the PK spot, where it's going to come down to whose voice is going to be the strongest here. Terranova is going to have to be a big presence here if that ball falls into there. If he commits, he's got to get there. If not, most of the time the keeper's going to be late, and it's whether the forward can get on there, one of your defenders. But you see that gap right there where Panthers have a player hanging out. It's where they're going to look to play it.
Headed on by Abril and saved by Terranova. Excellent service again from Jefferson Amaya.
Yeah, good positioning overall. A little bit too far out for Terranova to commit to that. He did well, dropped back, waited for the reaction.
8 saves on Friday, 3 more so far tonight.
Tell you what, Amaya's services have been really good tonight. one of the big notes going into the game was how good he is on a set piece. So certainly a threat that they have.
When you're in goal and you're seeing your scouting report on that, that's something you obviously pay attention to.
Yeah, definitely heighten your awareness. If he's by the ball, you got to be ready.
Speaking of excellent service, got a chance to watch that Beckham documentary yet?
Not yet. That's on the next rainy day docket.
Okay.
I missed it this past Saturday when it was monsooning here. I've heard good things.
It is highly entertaining, and I think even if you know all the backstory, and maybe if you don't know all the backstory, all the more entertaining. Even just for the highlights, it's worth a watch, if for nothing else.
Yep.
Scotty Taylor trying to run in behind. I mean, I know you're biased. You got to feel for some of those goalkeepers. I mean, it's just nothing you can do. You set the wall, sure. Just watch it fly by.
Yeah. Sometimes you've got to, I mean, if you look back to when Buffon, one of the best goalkeepers in the history of the game, got scored on the bicycle kick by Ronaldo, I mean, you can't not kind of clap at something like that when it happens to you. I'll never, I mean, I remember the best goal that ever got scored on me, still to this day, exactly what happened, how it went in, and you just kind of stand there like, I mean, wow.
Just kind of hats off, man. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
That wasn't a train that just went by.
It was a big pickup truck. Keep in mind, we're on a college campus, right?
Yeah, great to have this great facility right on campus. As you mentioned, the great support from the Red Terrors. And well, Matthew Thompson did not like that restart. But yeah, it backs up to one of the major thoroughfares on Cates Avenue, just behind the press box here.
I heard there's going to be a new statue behind us later this year, too.
Yeah, that's right. At nearby Reynolds Coliseum, right across the street. Will Butte and NC State.
Great ball.
Good build-up play, looking for the finish. It is Butte!
Oh, yeah. Great opportunity there by Butte. Dictated the play himself. Unlucky not to finish that one. There you go. Good header there.
Well, he had Karen pretty concerned at full stretch. Maybe a little unfortunate not to hit the target. But yeah, the statue of David Thompson going to be unveiled in a couple of months at Reynolds Coliseum. Luoma, good service. And it was Irvin Cruz, his first touch. Nearly a goal.
Looks like NC State kind of flipped the switch here, and pressure's been coming from their final third. Overall, though, pretty fair. Even match so far.
You kind of expected that. You see High Point pressing a little more, and that was the question that I asked is, what will the response be? I think a pretty positive response. Ignacio back in, and Noah Holmes as well. Getting some starters back in for the Panthers. Coach Haynes said, hey, we're going to have to use our depth tonight. And they have done so far without really any drop-off. That's what you have to do. They have one fewer day of rest Played Gardner-Webb in Boiling Springs on Saturday. Easy whistle here. Again, the reigning Big South Coach of the Year. One appearance before he got here, 2 in the last 2 seasons. Building something pretty special.
Yeah, he's certainly on the right trajectory. NCAA tournament past 2 seasons. He'll look to do that again this year. Doesn't happen overnight. You got to build a culture right away. Get your traditions into the system, your play style, and as long as you're going upwards, something's working.
Well, High Point is a town known for building, right? It's the furniture capital of the world.
You're right.
And Coach Haynes certainly building something special. Try the long ball. Holmes stretching out his legs. Just coming back into this match. Got Kruger there. Goes to Ignacio. Can't turn the corner. It's a goal kick.
Very well dealt there by Tommy. Not letting him turn him, getting behind, seeing it out for a goal kick.
Scored in the 52nd minute last year to really give NC State some comfort in what turned into be a 2-0 victory. Who will be the hero tonight for either side?
Yeah, just under, halfway through the second half here. Pretty fair second half. Opportunities on each side. Who's going to break through?
Kruger lost his footing. Cut out by Plamana. Head up. Picks out Luoma. Wolfpack lose out. Pressure there. Cruz crashing hard. Goes all the way up to Holmes. Nicely done by Nare.
You can see McRobb kind of keeping that line in sync throughout this second half, making sure that they don't break it down. It's going to be really important as these guys get tired out there, staying tight and compact on both sides of the ball. NC State will look to do the same for sure.
And nobody on the end of this one. Again, he is the star, 3-time All-Conference. Did you say he is the Justin Timberlake of keeping that line in sync?
It's a great pun. I actually heard NSYNC is coming back. They're doing a little rebrand and relaunching. So
that's news to me.
All you Timbers, Is that right? Timbers or Timberlakes? Get excited.
Ignacio, nobody there. Right across the doorstep. Ignacio saying, look, if somebody's going to score in this match, it's going to be me. Amaya. Well, it's been all service from him. He says, you know what, every once in a while, just be a little selfish, give it a go.
Had 2 ambitious shots, one on each side, so I guess that evens it out, right?
They've been watching the David Beckham documentary.
Exactly.
And that's what it starts with. You know, you score from midfield, and that's kind of how the legend began.
Yep.
Although, let's be honest, he was already playing for Manchester United,
yeah.
right? Like, he was kind of a big deal already.
Yeah.
But in a time before social media, it was that goal that kind of made him go viral, if you will, before virality was a thing.
Say viral outside of the UK. I'm sure he was a big name. Some of my British friends will pick my brain if I don't make that known. Fairly, physical game, but very clean game so far.
We haven't seen a card yet.
There it is.
And now we have.
Not sure if that was on the foul or what happened afterwards.
Yeah, I want to say just directionally, I thought it went to Brucker. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't much of a foul. The foul was on Luoma, but certainly not a yellow card there.
I think it was on Nare. Yeah, I think that was Tenare for stepping in front of the ball when it was getting kicked.
Okay,
that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it definitely was after the whistle that the yellow was assessed.
Yep.
So, okay, we're going to go with Nare receiving the yellow.
A little bit of a foul there. CA High Point's probably going to set this up very similar to a corner kick. And NC State's going to defend it very similar to that as well, but they're going to try and keep a line, catch someone offsides. Again, kind of an awkward position for the keeper here. See where Hilly's standing. Packer are going to look for him to kind of make sure that first ball's cleared. Just like that.
Well, you called it. Second ball and a good one from Anchi. Missioner deals with.
Little theatrical. Love to see Will Butte chasing down that ball, though. Pretty much ran the whole length of the field there, put the pressure on the keeper, caused that ball to be a little bit of a stray kick.
It results in NC State possession. And Luoma just saw a second ago, right? Brucker a little theatrically say, hey, look, I'm trying to draw the whistle as well, but...
Yeah, going back to what we said earlier in the game about Butte, these players are going to look for his leadership and his experience coming into the late part of the season. You've got 3 games left in your regular season. You've got your captain running full fields, not chasing down a ball, but chasing a ball. That'll show for some of the more inexperienced players that it takes a lot.
Exemplifying the hustle and grit that Coach Kiefer wants his team to play with. Good to see Santos back in. And Linfelt joins him.
Good turn there by Santos.
Yeah, welcome back to the match. Kind of a tough ball to deal with. Controlled well. Friday's ACC PM with Mark Packer and Taylor Tannenbaum will come to you from Miami as the prep for college football Saturday, highlighted by Clemson and Miami, starts at 4 Eastern. That game is on ACC Network Saturday night, 8 o'clock.
Brill checks back into the game for the Panthers here. See if he can find himself in behind from that state defense, kind of like what he was trying to do in the first half. But both defenses and back lines have stayed pretty true to their game plan tonight, and not a lot of really anything in behind.
Yeah. Got to tell you, I'm a little jealous of Mark Packer and Taylor Tannenbaum for being able to do that show from Miami. Ball hit over the top. Panetta almost got there. You talked about traveling to Syracuse and Boston College. You never got a chance to travel because Miami doesn't play men's soccer.
Yeah, we didn't really get to go to Florida.
No.
Yeah. I would have loved to have gone to Coach Kiefer's previous school, USF. I've heard they've got a good atmosphere down there.
To Tampa.
Yeah.
He's ready for Florida.
Yeah.
Or maybe Hawaii.
Margaritaville night.
It's a little chilly out there, I tell you what, for the short sleeves. But
An ode to Jimmy Buffett. We'll just go with that.
Brill is going to switch to 31.
It's kind of cool being able to change your number mid-year. Just for fun, I guess, right?
Yeah, mid-match. I don't know if obviously he's got that left eyebrow taped up and maybe if there was some blood on the previous shirt. But that is going to be Alex Abril wearing 31. Near post chance, not there. His brother Aiden, one of those players named to the preseason All-Big South list, but he's out with injury. And so here comes Alex wearing the unfamiliar number. I don't know if I'm really familiar with 31 being like a famous soccer number. That was Greg Maddox's number, though, so I respect it.
Not either. Not either. You know, the special ones you always hear about, 10, 7, 9.
Sure.
I thought 12 was pretty good, but I might be biased.
I think Yuta Toya and Bo Yance agree with you.
Yeah, they're smart.
Reggie Miller, also a famous number 31.
He was pretty good at his sport.
It is winning time.
Yeah.
Here at the end of this match, under 13 minutes to go. Toya wearing that beautiful number 12 to the feet of Luoma. Oh, handball.
Like a pretty clear handball to me. I haven't seen too many. I mean, there was one in the first half that looked pretty clear as well, but it's a no call, so.
Brill gives it up to Ignacio. Stays on the ball.
Advantage.
Back to a Brill. Oh, if he scores there, maybe he wears 31 the rest of the year. Whatever works. NC State trying to counter.
Santos using that speed of his. Hilly up there being a threat. Misconnection there.
I thought right here that Ignacio is going to spring a Brill.
Just gets stuck under his feet. Tell you what, Ignacio's looked the most deadly player out there for the Panthers today. Very creative, kind of all over the field, and looked to be setting up most of their action.
Well, you talk about those famous numbers, right? He wears the number 9, and boy, NC State, the beneficiary of the whistle there. Interesting note on him, okay? 3 goals this season, 3 assists. The strangest thing to me, all of his points have come on the road. Not a single home point. All 3 goals, all 3 assists away from home. Haley. Well, he brought it back. Thought he was going to open up a chance, and then that window closed. Toya.
Tell you what, that's 2 big, very similar saves by Karen. One in the first half, one there. Haley did a really good job turning, getting his spot. He squared up to the goal, and Karen just came out, made himself big. It's really all you can do there as a keeper, and kind of smothered the ball.
Kruger.
See if the Pack get another opportunity as clean as that with 10 minutes left here. Panthers looking to do the same.
Panetta had some room to operate. A Brill gives it back to him, and it's off of Michener.
That was pretty clear of an opportunity right there. So both teams not taking advantage of being right in front of goal, but certainly knocking at the door.
Talk about the goalie, Karen, making himself big. That time it was Michener, the defender, helping out his goalkeeper.
Just kind of goes behind his body a little bit.
The give and the go. Nice play by Michener. We opened with a shot of the State Fair. I was making myself big last night at the State Fair. The fried cheese curds.
Getting a little hungry myself. Trying to figure out where I'm going to go after this.
But a couple of big plays on both ends, both teams defending well. Oh, well done. Panetta.
Wow.
That would have been something special.
Very great ball, good vision. That ball played from Ignacio, it looked like.
Yeah.
Pineda does a very good job bringing this ball down, and I'm sure he was looking to cross this, but ended up being a pretty good opportunity at goal.
Impressive control. Sixth-year midfielder. High Point attacking again. Maya to the defender, Carson Kendall. He'll loop a ball in, too high. Easy for Terranova in the end.
Yeah, this is when it gets really important for that connection to be there with Michener and Terranova. They've got to be continuously communicating anyone that's running in behind. Terranova's got to be telling Michener exactly what's happening, vice versa on the Panthers side.
Callum Tommy earns the corner kick. Both teams dangerous on set pieces. We knew coming in it might be the difference in this match. When you have a guy like Will Butte, Jefferson Amaya, gives you a good chance. Hilly dispossessed by Panetta.
Hilly up there all by himself. Try and figure something out to do with it, but runs out of space.
High Point wanted to go quickly there.
Hilly had other plans.
Ramirez coming back in for the final 5 minutes. It was Ramirez who had really the best strike on goal. A rocket volley saved by Terranova here in this second half. Both goalkeepers more tested in the second 45, but they have maintained being just a brick wall back there. Nice defending from Carson Kendall. Game opening up here in the 85th minute. Both teams have used their depth a lot tonight, but got to be some tired legs out there. Playing in a midweek.
Great run in behind by Tommy. Good service.
Nore never stopped running and wins the ball. Junior Nore. Oh, and Finn McRobb out of frustration. You can't do that. And well, NC State going to stick up for their teammate. And it's getting physical. Lots of pushing and shoving. And this needs to calm down. Cooler heads not prevailing just yet. And there might be multiple cards assessed here.
Yeah, we'll see what the referee does here. Certainly a card on the first challenge. I think State player ran in there at the end and aggravated everyone else, so we'll see if there's multiple.
From where we're sitting, it wasn't exactly clear what was happening to McRobb. Obviously something that frustrated him, right? But, I mean, he stopped playing, turned around, and delivered a blow, it looked like.
Yeah.
And it's surprising to see from such a veteran player. And again, it maybe stems from back just a moment ago. We showed you the replay, trying to restart quickly.
Referee has a card out.
That one going to Luke Hilly, I believe.
Red card.
And McRobb is going to see a red card. And I think, just to read body language, right, he's trying to say, no, I pushed him. And I think the officials maybe saw otherwise. And we'll get a look at it once all is settled here. So this was first Norrie, obviously trying to get it on that right foot, spinning. No whistle there. Then McRobb looking to break. And I think it's the left hand there on Butte when he spins. And I don't know if it was a full-on punch, but it wasn't a push.
Yeah, it looked like he did something before he kind of pushed off there on the turn. That was a little bit concealed with Hilly's body, but I think that's what the ref saw. He was right in front of it.
You see Matthew Thompson, our referee. They're going to review this. And what we didn't really see in that replay was really what led to McRobb's reaction. You see this in football a lot, right, with personal fouls, where it's usually the second guy that gets assessed. And again, McRobb has seen a red card here.
Yeah, we'll check it out one more time here. Yeah, I think there was a little bit of the arms before he pushed him away into Hilly that the ref was right there and saw. See Michener coming in there right away to stick up for his teammate.
And trying to make his case that he pushed it. He pushed him after the fact. You just can't do that.
Yeah.
So I don't see anything in that replay that's going to change any decisions.
I don't either. Perhaps a yellow card caution to Michener here for running in late, but then again, he's just defending his teammate. Didn't seem anything too crazy that he did.
And Butte slowing him down. That's a veteran foul, right?
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
I thought that the first yellow went to Hilly, but I assume now, seeing that it went to Butte. We're seeing a couple other angles of it. Obviously, a long stoppage here. You got 4 minutes to play. High Point down to 10 men.
That first card might have gone to Michener. I don't see Butte doing much here.
This is what the refs were looking at, the official review. And it certainly looks, I don't want to over-exaggerate here, it certainly looks like a left-handed punch or something close to it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Butte stayed out of there pretty much the whole time. That first yellow, I think, went to Michener, if I had to guess, but we'll get confirmation. Regardless, if it's a red card, Panthers are going to look down to their captain, their leader out there. 4 minutes left in this game, kind of questioning what just happened.
No, just lost his cool.
Yep. Yeah, I think the referee is just making sure he's gotten the cautions out that he needs to.
And a tough situation to referee, right? Because then we didn't see anything, thankfully, too serious afterwards. But then you got emotions running high, multiple guys getting together, some pushing and shoving. You got to make sure there's no further cards to assess.
Yep.
So both coaches being told of the decision now.
Wouldn't you love to just have a mic right in that conversation right now? Figure out what's being said. Surprised neither team kind of brought themselves in here and and figured out what the strategy is with 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, this is an extended delay, obviously, right? You could use it as, we see in the month of August, right, you get these hydration breaks, which act like nice timeouts to kind of regroup, but
see Terranova walking up to his defenders right now and probably saying something to him.
So again,
yeah, it just looked like he kind of maybe threw a fist into Butte's stomach, but
what comes to my mind is it's just an unnatural reaction, right? Like if we're jostling for position and I happen to, we're both throwing elbows or whatever, trying for position, but that was a complete, you stop, turn, deliver a blow of some kind, and that's going to draw the attention of the referee.
Yep. So it looks like the fourth official here is writing down who's getting what right now. We'll hear from that.
And really an unfortunate situation late in this match in what has really been, I think, a pretty cleanly played match.
Very much so. Normal physicality you would see in a Division I soccer game.
Yeah. This is not one where, and look, they're meeting for the third straight year. There's some familiarity, right? But this is not one where as soon as they kicked off, you say, wow, the intensity is at a different level than you would expect. I think these are two teams that certainly have a lot of respect for one another, and if there is a rivalry to it, it's more of a one out of respect and a friendly rivalry than one of disdain.
Yep. We're getting a reversal on the red card and just a yellow card.
So no red card for Finn McRobb.
I'm not sure about that reversal. But
well, as you said, you'd love to have a microphone there just to know the explanation.
Yep. Yeah, both these teams have, they both want this game more than anything. High Point coming into this, going off the momentum they've already got throughout their season, and NC State, they started off, I think it was a program best 6 straight wins at home.
At home.
And, they've been hard to beat here, so they want to keep that going, and especially as the postseason nears.
So not a sending off, a red card pulled back. Just a yellow for McRobb.
Good switch there. Both teams really tough to break down tonight. High Point uses a good set of block of 8s in the back. 2 lines of 4. Tough to get inside of that. They're really focusing, trying to break it down on the outside, work your way in, create an opportunity there like we just saw with an upcoming free kick for the Wolfpack.
Are getting confirmation, by the way, it was Luke Hilly, number 9, who got that yellow card for after the fact. It was not Butte, number 8. Good chance here for NC State.
Panthers bringing everyone back for this. Can't afford to be outnumbered here. 2 minutes left in the game. See how they deal with this.
And the Panthers not outnumbered after that red card changed to yellow. Butte delivers. It's McRobb who gets ahead to it first. But, that's why you got to like having a review, right?
Yep.
We don't have the explanation, but they looked at it, and it gives you a chance to make sure either if you miss something that should be a red, or obviously you want to look at something again and say, you know what, that doesn't fall within the parameters. It should just be a yellow. The whole point is to get the call right. And in their best judgment, they feel that they have done so.
Good work there by Hilly, getting the corner kick. See what Butte can deliver.
Back post and a punch from Karen. Santos looking to track it down quickly. Low secondary ball to Callum Tommy. Luoma thought about a strike himself. Back to Butte. Luoma. Well defended by Anchi.
Not sure Butte meant to block that one, but he'll be thinking that one later.
Brill heads it towards the middle of the field. NC State looking for one last chance. Not here. Goal kick. High Point trying to go quickly. Karen thinking, look, I can boot one maybe over midfield.
Gonna look for a little flick in behind here off this goal kick. Took a little bit longer than he probably should have there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So we play the full 90. And neither team with a goal to show. It was an excellent match tonight. Tightly